What's up, y'all? We're getting ready to pour up some jig heads because we got a lot of orders to get done. So I figured I'd go live doing jig heads in case some of y'all may have not ever seen. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Hey, y'all let me know in the comments where y'all watching at. Where y'all located? We're in Louisiana. If this is your first time stopping in. The rock that rolls. What's up, Florida? We just sent a bunch of stuff to Florida. We need to get us a store in Florida. That's what we want. We're out in Louisiana. That's midway, I guess you could say, central Louisiana. I'm going to give it a little bit of time before I crank up any, well, I'm probably not going to do any music. These big molds with these little tiny hooks, man, it takes forever to fill up. Almost kind of rather just a one row. All right. We got them all in there. Will it close? Yes, indeed. Appreciate the likes, y'all. Thank y'all. And we got a clog. There we go. Now we're cooking with some peanut oil. All right. Flip it over. Nope. There we go. Then we got this one. This is a 1/64 ounce. What's up, Smize? The rock that rolls. You're welcome to talk about it in the comments. Just keep it PG, you know. Don't get any kind of weirdness in the comments. I'm fine with it. If one of my moderators like Smize doesn't like whatever you write, he has full permission to block it. So just throwing that out there, man. Nature's Treasure. This is a Fat Guy's fishing mold. 1/64 ounce. These are for our bluegill bully bugs that we make. Can you fix microwaves? No. I'm not an electrician or a handyman. Are you hog bullet melting too? No, this is just for fishing. We're a fishing tackle company. We build crappie, bass, and bluegill jigs. We do all hand-tied products. We do have a little bit of soft plastics, like soft plastic tube jigs for crappie and bluegill fishing. We do have some of that on the website as well. But we specify in hand-tied bluegill, crappie, and bass. And right now I'm stocking up on 1/64 ounce, 1/32 ounce, and 1/16 ounce jig heads for orders. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hope everybody's doing all right. I appreciate all 51 of y'all hanging out with me. What's your favorite fish to eat? Bluegill, crappie, bass. I guess you could say like favorite all time. Like if I had to pick one fish, I'd probably pick flounder. I like flounder and crappie. That's kind of like a tie. Smize, I'm good, man. We just rocking and rolling, man. Rocking and rolling. What's up, Joan? Well, thank you, Nature's Treasures. I appreciate that. Thomas, hey, appreciate it. What's yours? What's your favorite? The Warrior. Oh, thank you, Smiles. I appreciate that, bud. Yeah, we were trying to get a lot of the content for sure. I still got a whole lot of videos to edit. We've just been so busy, I haven't had a chance to edit everything. Nature's Treasures, not quite sure what you're talking about, bud. I might have missed something there. Oh, you put enough Cajuns out there in one spot, you're gonna have a lot of that. One 1/64 ounce round balls. I mean, I guess if you wanted to not put a hook in it, I guess you can get enough little BBs out of that to use it, you know, as you would in some, you know, deterrent mechanisms. Smiles, like I told you, buddy, if you, whatever you feel like, man, if somebody doesn't seem right in the chat, get them out. Kind of the same way Brian runs his show, you know what I mean? What's everybody else's favorite fish to fish for? Species to fish for? Like, do we have a lot of crappie fishermen in here? Bass fishermen? Saltwater? Steelhead? Salmon? Trout? Halibut? Trout by far. You know, it amazes me How many people have so much negative stuff to talk about the taste of trout and salmon? Watching from Iraq. Okay, cool deal. What time is it over there? I'm guessing it's morning ish. 5:44 in the morning. What do y'all does I'm just curious, what kind of fish did y'all catch in Iraq? Do y'all have lakes and stuff up there over there? Just curiosity. Did you see my post of my epic day fishing Monday? No, I did not, Smiles. It did not hit my For You page, apparently. I'll have to, why don't you share it to me so I can see it? I'll be honest with you, my For You page is so all over the place that you have to literally send it to me for me to see it. Got a feeling one of those didn't pour. Tell you what, this mold gets extremely hot extremely quick. They have the shows you how long I've actually studied the map. Been out of school for a hot minute. But I mean, I'm not from there. I don't really keep up with a lot of. I'm just curious because I've never like heard of like people fishing, and I don't know what they catch there. A 24-inch and a 28-inch, 31.5-inch rainbow, 7.2 pounds plus 10 others. Heck yeah, man! Congrats. That's a heck of a day fishing right there. Like an epic day fishing. Yo, we got 130 people up in here watching me pour jig heads. I really appreciate it. I wish I was tying jigs and y'all were in here watching that because that would be great. But I got a lot of these jig heads to pour up. So if anybody's got questions about pouring jigs or any of that kind of stuff, melting pots, whatever, if I can answer your question, I'll help. Powder painting questions, lead pouring questions, where to get lead, how to melt lead. I got a video on how to melt lead. That's awesome, Smiles. We don't have none of that kind of fishing around here. Every once in a while, they'll stock up a pond or something like that with some rainbows, and then you give it about 3 weeks, and they're all floating. It's too hot down here. Honestly, I don't know why they don't put them in our lakes and stuff in the wintertime, where it gives them a little bit longer with colder temperatures to survive. But it's like they wait till like a month before spring. And then next thing you know, the water temps are like freaking 70 degrees. I tell y'all what, that video I got on my YouTube over here with my trailer jack hack, man, I got so many people just negative. Talking about how I don't know how to back up a trailer, back up a truck. I can't do this and that. But yet they don't understand my situation over here. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just about a boat trailer. Utility trailers, barbecue trailers, that whole thing. You never know where you're going to have to park your trailer. If you might not be able to put it where you can back up to. And that's the whole point. My boat trailer's behind my house. I can't back up behind my house. I don't have the room. My trailer is also extremely heavy. The trailer that my boat is on is not made for my boat. It's made for a heavy fiberglass boat. But I got a heck of a deal on the trailer, and I wasn't going to pass it up. It's kind of like a never have to worry about kind of trailer. My other trailer was so bad. Oh my good Lord. It was horrible. All right, so that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm going to take a break from these for a second. All right, we're going to start taking these apart. Since this side's kind of cooled off, I'll try to. So what I like to do on these, because they don't give you a point, it's more of a rounded area, and even no matter what kind of pliers you get, you really can't get your pliers in there because it's so tiny of an area. So what I do is I take this and I kind of bend it in like a U form. Sometimes it'll break off, but I have some pliers that I got off of Amazon that are made with nylon inserts that you can unscrew and take out and replace. And it's got little grooves for different sizes. So it fits perfect. A 30-second fits perfect in there. And then there's also one in the front. So I can literally put it in here like comme ça, give it a couple turns, and it pops right off. So you can do it with your fingers, but you take the chance of wiggling off making the hook and head loose from messing with that. So I'd rather just use the pliers. And then you're left with the sprue. And then I just take that sprue and drop it back in the lid. Anybody in here fly fishes for bluegill? Or fishes for bluegill in general? Or has kids that you like to take bluegill fishing and you're always tired of messing with those nasty worms and crickets, and then the kids want to cry because they don't want to touch the nasty worms and crickets? I got the perfect thing for y'all. They work with fly rods and they work with spinning rods. So these are bluegill bugs, bully bugs. Bluegill bully bugs is what we call them. We have them in a 32nd and a 64th. These things are on a number 8 hook, and they work really, really well for bluegill fishing. So if anybody's interested, go check it out. You can also check out 903 Fishing if you really want to get firsthand look on how well they work. He's got several videos on those and our artificial crickets that we tie up. So if you're tired of having your kids mess with the crickets and the worms, or if you got a significant other that doesn't like to touch the worms and the crickets and they complain all the time when they go fishing because of how nasty it is, introduce them to our bully bugs. You will no longer have to hear the words, "Daddy, I need another cricket. I need another worm. The fish got my bait." You could literally watch them catch fish and keep fishing. Unless they break their hook off, break their line. Then that's a different story. Hello, hello, hello. I appreciate the likes, y'all. If y'all can, you got 108 people in here. Let's get those likes up, y'all. Tap the screen. We got 14 likes with 108 people in here. Come on, y'all. Y'all can do it. I know y'all can. Takes 2 seconds. Tap, 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 tap-a-roo. What's going on, Natalie? Coffee or tea? Coffee. I don't know. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I like hot coffee. Sometimes I like cold coffee. Sometimes I like cold tea, iced tea, sweet iced tea. I don't do the whole hot tea thing. That's not my style. That's not our southern style down here. Oh Lord, Smudge, you still in here, bud? We are doing jig heads for fishing. Ryan, what's going on, man? Moving to Appleton, Wisconsin next week. Is it a good place to live in? I don't know. I don't live there. I have no clue. I really have no idea. Can't really help you there. I'm in Louisiana. Well, this is one of our hats. It's our stood on business hat. So it's a Christian based design. You can find them on our website. They are on the classic Yupong hat. Super comfortable. Well, thank you, Fishing for Tanks. I appreciate you helping out a person in the chat. Thank y'all for the likes, y'all. We up to 18. Thank y'all for the 4 people that tap the screen. Sorry, I didn't mean to try to go Adam Sandler there. That was uncalled for. It was a horrible impression. Well, thank you, Natalie. I appreciate it. How many people in the chat love to fish? Heck yeah, Natalie. What kind of fish you love fishing for? Like what species of fish? I'm sorry. Down here in the South, sometimes we don't say things properly in the right context, so just bear with me. Trout. Okay, so you more or less like up in the northern states then, I would assume. Like above Arkansas. Big bass, Christopher says. He loves to catch them big old bass. Man, I think everybody loves to catch big bass, you know, as long as they're catching big bass. Trout on ultralight gear is fun. Heck yeah. I'm in Arizona. That's what's up. Okay, cool deal. Mount Limon. Beautiful fishing spots. Never been to Arizona. Farthest west I've gone, Denver, Colorado, I guess. That's the furthest west I've been. Well, I don't know. It kind of depends on the map. Like I'm going West Texas, but I don't Big Bend. So I don't know how far Big Bend is west. That's past Denver. I don't know. You get the picture. The Grand Canyon's on my bucket list one day. Sunny in California. Full ring 8-piece. So you said you love fishing with ultralight gear. Um, do you use spinning rods or just fly rods? I asked that because we have our own line of custom built fishing rods, and we have a 7-footer that is just amazing. It is 3.5 ounces. 3.5 ounces paired up with, this is a don't even worry about it kind of reel. I'm supposed to be putting a PC fun on that here in the future. But yeah, this is built on a right now they're built on MHX blanks here in Louisiana. So if anybody's interested, they're on our website. How I like the ocean? I mean, I don't have a problem with the ocean. It usually doesn't have a problem with me. I just don't go swim in it. You know what I mean? Oh. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate it. Cheers to anybody watching. Thank y'all for joining in. I use my trusty GX2 7-foot ultralight with Shimano spinning. I got you. Yeah, that one I just showed you, that's a 7-footer. And it's a, what is it, a medium light or light? Hold on. This is a light, fast, 7-foot, 4 to 8 pound, 1/16 to a 5/16 ounce. And it has lifetime warranty as well. We also have a 6.5-foot, the 7-foot, the 10-foot. We're fixing to launch a 12-foot, and we got a 13-foot, and then we're going to be coming out with we're going to call it the Brim Getter panfish rod. It's a little 6.6 split grip, weighs 3.5 ounces, super light, stainless pressed in inserted guides, so you don't have to worry about your guides falling out, your inserts falling out on your guides. Really nice little lightweight rod. So we're gonna be coming out with that pretty soon. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate it. Yeah, we don't build them ourselves. We have a guy here local to the house. He builds them. So when you go to our website, you click the link, it goes to his website, and you can order from there. He ships everything UPS. Sorry for the dog barking, y'all. My uncle lives next door to me. We kind of live, not really like on a compound or anything like that. My mom lives on one side. I bought my grandparents' house after they passed away. And then my other next door neighbor is my uncle. And he's got a dog, and my uncle's deaf. So he never really hears the dog bark, and I honestly don't know the purpose of having the dog. But that's another story for another day. Yeah, well, I mean, this is my business. I own this business. I do this full time. I've been doing this full time for about 5.5 years now. We started our business. We got an LLC'd about 6 years ago. And then we started doing this as a hobby about 8 years ago. So you can say this is a family business. I'm planning on having my kids help out in the future. Yeah, well, it just so happened that, see, I grew up out here in this area, and my grandparents had 30 acres. And so when I was 20, what was it, 24? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It was 2010. I was young. I needed a house, and I was tired of renting. And my grandparents had both just passed, and they were trying to figure out what to do with the house. So I bought the house from my family at a really good deal. and then my mom, she ended up buying out the rest of the family on the rest of the property. So now we just kind of all live out here. It's a pretty decently quiet road. We have an airport like kind of in front of our house. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Elite, hey, I appreciate it, man. Y'all should check out our hats. Stood on business, meaning he stood on the ultimate business and paid the ultimate price, and then you could stand on business as well. So it's a kind of a universal kind of make it mean however you want it to mean kind of hat. Lil Brick, what's going on? If I didn't say that right, I apologize. I got you. Well, thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. We are pouring jig heads right now. I'm cleaning these up, getting them off the sprue. This is the last one, and then I'm gonna be starting on a different size, and then hopefully maybe I'll show y'all how I'll paint jig heads. So I really can't help y'all if y'all are trying to find these. This is the best I can give you. It's on Amazon. Just look for the IPS PH165 pliers. Japanese made. It's got the polymer nylon inserts that you can remove. They even come with an extra set of nylon inserts in case these go bad, which is pretty nice. Y'all have the shirts, but not the hats. What do y'all shirts say? Did y'all say stood on business too? It's about. I figured I wasn't the only one that came up with the idea. I thought I might have been the only one that came up with the idea, and I mean, I created this logo, as you will. All right. Teen Challenge is a Christian ministry that helps people with sobriety. It just says our logo. We are nationwide. Oh, okay. Well, I used to work at a rehab for juveniles here in Louisiana, and did that for, I don't know, a little while. Met some really cool, interesting people, but you know, it was a type of facility where you really couldn't really dive into certain topics. You know what I mean? So you kind of had to, yeah, you kind of had to walk on eggshells, if you know what I mean. But feel free. We got the Stood on Business shirts. We got shirts, hats, hoodies, and I think that's it. As far as the Stood on Business, we also have other apparel as well. We have some funny stuff. We have some stuff that gets some people mad, but it is what it is. It's funny, you know. They read it one way instead of the other way. It's a play on words. So this is the 1/32 ounce with the number 8 hook. This is the other size that we do for our bully bugs. So this is a do it mold. And I left it up on top a little too long, so it's a little hot. You don't have to heat your molds up. I usually don't, but I just felt like heating it up tonight. Some people say that it helps with the lead flowing better. I've honestly never noticed a difference. The only one that I could say I would notice a difference is the mold that I made back when I was a machinist. And I got everything right with the mold except one thing, and that was the sprue design. I wasn't thinking. I was too excited about making my own mold and forgot a process. Oh, it's up there, but doesn't have handles or anything. I made it with screwed in bolts. Where you can line it up, but you got to use pliers or clamps to clamp it. I was supposed to make some handles for it, but never did. But Natalie, I tell you what, if you're still watching, check out Printful for your hats and stuff like that. That's who we go through. Makes life a lot easier. So I don't have to hold on to the merch. You know what I mean? I didn't realize you couldn't see the mold. How's everybody doing in the chat, y'all? We got 90 people in here. Y'all speak up in the comment section. Let us know where at in the world are you watching us at. I always love seeing where people are watching us from, because I think that is so cool that our platform, our streaming platform, reaches so many people across the world. You never know. You might find that you're having people watch you from, Antarctica or something, And yes, I know it would be very, very odd for someone from Antarctica to be watching live. So I was making it funny. Thank y'all for the likes, y'all. We got 28 likes. Y'all tap that screen. If you ain't tapping, you're napping. I got cotton mouth so bad. Oh, yeah. In case anybody was curious what it looked like. But if y'all were in here earlier, see how the sprues come to more of a cone shape? It's a lot easier to nip those off. Ooh, this mold getting hot. The wooden handle's even getting hot. I've gotten this mold so hot before that I've had the sap in the pine handles start leaking out of the screw holes. Hot. See that right there? That's sap coming out. I'm gonna let this thing cool down for a second. Oof. While I'm doing that, while it's cooling off, I'm gonna add it to here. Not sure why that was there. And for these, we're gonna use the old rusty pliers. Old trusty rusties. So, with the cone shape, you just come right here. You get it flat with the head like that. And then you just wheel it off. Just like that. Put the sprue back in there. If anybody got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer. So, I guess I'll talk about lead. If anybody's curious about pouring lead in any kind of form or fashion, and you're trying to get your hands on some lead without having to buy it brand new online, a good area of ways of going about looking at it is go find you a roofer in your area and go talk to them and say, hey, I'm looking for lead. I'm trying to pour lead. I'm looking for lead. If you have any lead, could you hold it off? Here's my number or whatever. Call me when you get a good bunch in. A lot of roofs have lead caps for their vent pipes. And it makes really, really good soft lead. Also, you can check out your tire shops. Tire shops are pretty well known for having lead for, tire weights and whatnot. Um, you tire weights are nice, but they're nasty at the same time because they start to stink when you go to heat them up with all that nasty. A lot of them have that tape on them now, and so they stink really, really bad. If you can find the ones that don't have the tape, you'll be a lot better off because it doesn't stink as bad. And but you got to make sure you pay attention and not get zinc. Zinc is not gonna melt. Not in a not in a lead pot. And also make sure you melt your lead and all that. Clean your lead, melt your lead, and all that outside, not inside. Do we have anybody in the chat that likes to tie flies or tie jigs and they're just kind of brand new into it, trying to get into it? We got any of those kind of people in here? Don't be scared to comment, y'all. It's not like you gotta pay to type. So I use an old Coke can. Sometimes I gotta make whole new ones, but they leave nice little lead art in the bottoms of them from the drippings. It would be a smart idea to get some sort of a catch cup for your leak pot, because they do leak from time to time. We almost got 200 people in, 199 people. 31 likes. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Where did my comments go? Oh, my comments went away. That's weird. Can somebody type something in the chat? I don't know what's going on. One of my comments went away. Why I can't figure out. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Well, y'all, I apologize. I can't seem to figure out what happened to my comments. I wanted to share the live, and the comments went away. And I don't know how to get the comments back. Let's try this button. What does this button do? Green screen. Nope, I don't want that. Why is my comments going? That's wild. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hop off of here and restart the live because I don't know what's going on. I can't see any of my comments. It's weird. So I'm gonna catch y'all in a little bit. Thank y'all for joining.